Hi guys, welcome back. I'm Maya with Simply Bloom. Today is breezy, so hopefully audio's okay, but I got some plants. I want to do a plant haul. We're going to plant some things, already transplanting things because I already planted stuff in the wrong spot this year. That's just like a typical thing. I get so excited to plant where I plant and then I have to move them later, and then whatever time is left of nap time before my son wakes up, we are going to mulch. So let's get started. Okay, here's the plants. Little backstory: I ended up getting limes pretty bad. Took me out. My husband picked me up some plants to kind of make me feel better, and it definitely worked. Plants make me feel better. So just starting, we'll start on this side over. Most of it is annuals. I'm super excited for those. And then a few perennials. So we'll start with the perennials. One, we have this beautiful, which one of the leaves did kind of break there, beautiful variegated iris. This is a big long word, something yellow. So I have the white one, whatever that word is, white. I have that one. Pretty much it's just same variegated leaves, but instead of green and yellow, it's green and white. And then they both get the same blue flowers, which are beautiful. So I was very excited that he got me another one of those. I have a silver mound. I have silver mounds in my rock gardens, and I love them in my rock gardens, and one of them died. So my husband got me another one to replace it. There's a couple kind of rough looking spots there, but I think it will be fine. And then he also got me another one of these pink diamonds Dicentra. So this is a sun-loving Dicentra. It can take full sun. I had two of them. One of them died. I was so sad, so he got me another one to replace it with. So we will be doing that today. And then moving on to the annuals. I'm not one that likes to spend annuals on spend the money on myself for annuals because they only last for a year. In my mind, if I'm spending money on something, I like it to come back year after year. Oh, hi, honey. Thank you. But man, annuals sure make an impact, a big impact. So my he's usually the one that picks up the annuals for me, and I'm always so happy he does every single year. They look beautiful. Starting off with these sun patients, I have 3 of them, and they are the most beautiful. I love the deep olive green leaves with this striking fuchsia purple color. So we got 3 of those. It doesn't say how big they get. 14 to 30 inches tall. I've never had a sun patient get that tall. Anyways, 12 to 22 inches wide. So 3 of those, and you know, we got a lot of rain, so a little bit worse for wear, but that's okay. They will be beautiful. Then we got 3, these I think are just the original sweet potato vines. And where I'm gonna put these, I want them to be aggressive. So that's awesome. 2 6-packs of these really pretty begonias. And I think they just say fibrous begonias on the tag. But those are really pretty. We have a whole flat of these dianthus. These say annual dianthus. These dianthus come back better than the perennial dianthus for me. I've tried so many different perennial dianthus. They always die on me, never come back. These have come back for me year after year. I think that's so interesting. And we have 3 really unique coleus back there. I don't think these say a variety. Yeah, they just say annual coleus, but I love that. Deep burgundy leaf color with that striking margin, kind of like that ripply, is that the term? Roughly, there it is, roughly edging. Love that. 3 of those. We have a couple different types of Gerber daisies, and I don't know, yeah, it just says annual. This one we got from Menards. The other 2 we got from Home Depot. Yeah, it just says pink Gerber daisy. Look at that. And look at that stem length on this one. So beautiful. And this one, I don't know what it says on this one. Does this one just say pink too? Pink, yeah. They look slightly different to me, but really pretty. Back here, I have a couple petunias. This is the Royal Magenta Supertunia. Look at that striking. It matches, like, it's kind of a mix between that Sun Patient and the Dianthus. So that's definitely kind of the theme for the year. And then my husband loves Bubblegum Supertunia from Proven Winners. So we got 3 of those. That's like his favorite. We have 4 purple fountain grasses to finish off my annual containers for the year. We have 3 of this Color Blaze Ridiculous Coleus. I just love that deep burgundy. And okay, so almost all of this is gonna go in one area except for this coleus, and these begonias are gonna go somewhere else. And I just think that those 2 colors are very striking together. They match very well. Then my daughter saw these here and needed to have them. These are the compact Blue Eyes Lobelia. Which I really love, really love lobelia. But these are interesting. They take part sun to full sun, where typically like the traditional lobelia, I feel like you need more shade to keep that happy. So yeah, that will look pretty with those. Did I touch them all? I think that's everything. Okay, so what we're going to be transplanting is right over here. I planted 3 hellebores, and when I was planting them, I knew there were other plants near the area. I just couldn't remember entirely sure where. So I have a Patriot hosta coming up there. That's just too close. It's going to take over the hellebore. And then I didn't realize that I planted my hellebore right next to Asiatic lily. Those might actually be okay. But I think it will just be better if I transplant 1, 2, 3, just right back there. There's a kind of a hole right there. And then right where this hellebore is, that's where my Pink Diamonds Dicentra was and didn't come back. And I just really loved that there. So I'm going to put that there to replace the one that died. And then I also have one other hellebore that I got. This I got from Burpees. This one is interesting. It's a very deep leaf structure, deeper than the other hellebores that I got from Walter's Gardens. And this is an Ivory Prince, which, if I remember correctly, has almost more of, well, like an ivory, that's the name, ivory yellow flower. And I just love the deep leaf structure, or deep leaf color. And it's very, like a very cool leathery texture. I love this one. And I was originally thinking of putting it over here with the other ones. Look at, like, the leaf itself is more of like a blue tone compared to the ones from Walter's Gardens. But I don't know, maybe I'll sneak this in somewhere over here as well. I just want it really protected. Okay, you guys, I think I am done for the most part for the day. This is what the bed looks like now. There is the Hellebore, the blue leaf one back there, and then the Dicentra right there. My son's helping me point. So I got those two planted. I got the other 3 Hellebores moved back there. And then I think I remember saying there's a Patriot hosta there and a Patriot hosta back there as well. Now I do have 2 tall garden phlox. There's one there and one that's supposed to be right here. But there's absolutely no signs of either of them coming back, and all my other phlox are starting to show signs. So we'll see. I know this bed here gets a little bit more shade, but for the most part, this hydrangea standard, it's a limelight hydrangea standard. I think this is going to be the last year that we're going to get from it because it's like half dead. You can see the whole back part. There's absolutely no growth on that back half. So I do want to replace it with another hydrangea standard. Typically, I always find some in the spring at my local garden centers, and I have not found any. So hopefully I can find one to replace it. But this is always a massive hydrangea standard. My husband planted it. We got married and we moved to Montana shortly after. So there was no form of pruning whatsoever. We've been back for like the last 4 years. This is we moved in 2021, so 4 years, and I haven't pruned on it. I haven't pruned on it either. So it's just every year it would break massive branches. Well, you can see massive branches would break on it, and it's just on its last leg. So I think this will be the last year for this tree. Then we will start fresh, which I will keep up on pruning on the new one. And then here's a type of Weigelia. I'm not sure what it is. It gets really pretty variegated leaves, and it gets really pretty purple flowers. And then we have a few different types of Asiatic lilies. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Each clump is different. And then I touched on this in my garden tour. This is supposed to be a proudberry coralberry. I think it died. Zone 3, so it should have survived, but all the bark's peeling off in the base there. I'm just left in the ground hoping it would send new shoots up from like the roots, but I don't think so. So I think I will get another one of those. My dear friend Megan ordered that one for me through Home Depot. I didn't even know you could do that, but I think I will order myself another one because I am so desperate. I want one of those in my garden so bad. So bad. Question is, do I put it in the same spot because I think that would be beautiful there, or do I put it somewhere else since it died here the first time? To be determined. So that's the bed that I finished mulching there, and then I came right across here to our garage. I mulched this 2 weeks ago. You can hear my kids playing in the background. I left my mic inside, so I didn't want to go get it. 2 weeks ago, and you can already see how much the black mulch has faded, which I'm not real happy about. We have had a lot of rain, so it could have been washed away. I mulched up to here about 2 weeks ago, and then I finished the rest of the bed. Look at that. Now I know the new mulch that I laid down is wet, so it will lighten a little bit as it dries, but couldn't believe the difference. A little disappointed, but anyways, I finished mulching this bed and it looks so much better. So that is it for today's video. We got like a gazebo. No, not a pergola. Yeah, a gazebo. That's what we got. We got a gazebo. I'm gonna go try to set it up on the back deck. We'll see how this goes. I'm really not really good at building stuff like that. My dad built my whole childhood house. He built it from the ground up, and he had me help with so many things. I'm really grateful for him for teaching me those life lessons so I can like lay floors. I've done tile, I've done lots of sanding and painting and all that stuff, but for some reason when it comes to following those like build it things, it takes me out, but we will give it a shot. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Bye.